Alright, welcome back to SoFlo TV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Listen, one of the things I think people don't really talk about much, right, is the narcissistic behavior or the narcissistic trait that some people carry and how it affects a relationship, right? So today, that's what we're going to talk about. How to know if you are in a relationship with a narcissist, how to recognize the signs, and possibly save yourself. All right. First of all, let's start this video off by saying go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up on SoFlo TV. All right. So let me say this. If you ever find yourself in love with a narcissist or in a relationship that you value with a narcissist, then prepare to be wrong all the time. You heard what I just said? Prepare to be wrong all the time. That gets exhausting. That gets tiring. And it builds resentment. Here's the thing. A narcissistic person will never say that they are wrong. Even if they admit to a wrong, it will be one of these. Yeah, they're wrong because you caused it. They're wrong because you made it that way. So in essence, they're really right. Something like that. But it will never be, I apologize, I was wrong, I was out of place, let's talk about this, let's fix this. That's not a narcissist. A narcissist will never ever say they're wrong. So if you plan on going the distance in a relationship with one, be prepared to be wrong all the time. Now you got to understand, or you have to ask yourself, right? We're all grown thinking people. God blessed us with intelligence. What human being is never wrong? What human being never misinterprets what their partner says and got mad for nothing? And what human being never is just never wrong ever about anything whatsoever? So you can see how over time that can become pretty draining for you to wake up every day and just know that whatever happens today, I'm wrong. I'm going to be wrong. Another thing about a narcissist is this, and that's one of the traits. Another trait about a narcissist is this. A narcissist will never, ever stick to one thing when it's time to argue a point. You will go in thinking, okay, we have this issue. It's about the eggs in the refrigerator, right? I'm using that as an example. The focal point of this discussion is about the eggs in the refrigerator. I have a problem with the eggs in the refrigerator and how the eggs are. You go to your narcissistic partner and you're like, okay, babe, listen, this is bothering me. Them eggs in the kitchen, I've told you about that like 50 different times and you still do the same thing. What's the issue? Like, what can we do to make it work so that I'm not bothered so much by that anymore and you get your kicks and jollies too? And we right there will start World War III. You'll probably not have somebody to talk to because you will be getting the cold shoulder, or you will be getting the silent treatment for hours or probably even days. Just something as simple as that. As simple as the eggs in the refrigerator. But before they get to the quiet part where they're no longer speaking to you, even if you live together with them and sleep in the same bed, before they get to that part, it's going to be a big blown up argument, right? It's going to be an argument where it's going to get bad. And then you're going to hear about all the 10, 11, 12 things that person has an issue with. Now, mind you, that person never complains unless you complain. So every time you have an issue with anything, they have a bag of stuff that they can fling back in your direction in order to distract from just the eggs in the refrigerator. So that's another frustrating part about being with a narcissist. You will never have a solution to any problem. You understand that? You will never have a solution to any problem. Now, granted, this is the hallmark of any good relationship that is going to stand the test of time. Two adults must be able to have an issue, to bring the issue to the table, and to come to some kind of amicable agreement where there is no animosity built up and where no one feels robbed. You understand? So arguments should usually be discussions that lead to solutions. This is how you know you're with a narcissist, because every time you start a discussion hoping to get to a solution, you will never arrive at a solution. You will only have arguments, and those arguments will lead to resentment, silent treatment, separation, distance, all the negative stuff that will break a relationship eventually, right? That's another thing to look forward to with a narcissist. So you will never have solution to your problems, and you will never hear them admit to being wrong. So don't look forward to ever getting an apology. Another thing about a narcissist is this: they don't need you. They don't ever need you, and they will never show gratitude to you. So I don't care if you pull the stars from the heavens and gift wrap them in clouds and give it to a narcissist. It'll be, oh, thank you, babe. That moment, right? Only that moment, and it'll be a dry thank you. Like, I could have done that myself. Or my last person I was with before you used to pull stars from the clouds, from the skies, and wrap them in clouds and give them to me too. That's the kind of attitude that you will get from a narcissist. And don't expect anything in return. Don't ever expect to be treated with love and affection, deep affection, because narcissists don't connect. Narcissists are always planning their next step. For them, they slightly recognize that, okay, I'm a messed up person, but I don't think it's me that's messed up. I think it's the world around me that's messed up and misunderstands me. So I don't have to change any of these toxic traits I have about myself. It's everybody that comes around me that has to change themselves to accommodate me. So since this partner I'm with is having issues with me being me, they don't ever look at themselves and think, oh man, okay, yeah, I'm always blaming somebody else, I'm never wrong, I'm always right, I think this has got to be like strenuous on my partner. They don't have that part of the brain that thinks that. For them, it's always somebody else. It's never them, right? So in relationships, they're always itching to go. They want to leave, but they don't want to leave. Especially if the person that they're with is a good victim. And you better recognize if you are a good victim. A good victim to a narcissist is somebody that actually loves them and actually cares for them enough to accommodate the BS that they come with, enough to look over or overlook their flaws and their mistakes and their, the flaws of saying, you know, it's like a perfect victim. Once they've got you there, then you're in trouble, because it's going to be hard for you to leave the person that you love, because you've been overlooking all the turmoil they bring for the longest. So you're like, I can do this, I can do this. It's like running a marathon, and a marathon never ends, right? Of course, someday you might want to sit down and take a rest, take a load off or something, but with a narcissist, that marathon never ends. So you're running and you're running and you're always running and you're always running. It gets tiring, it gets exhausting, physically exhausting. With a narcissist, you will start to feel different types of pains, like your chest tightening up. Sometimes you will start to feel like headaches when you are not a person that suffers from headaches, migraines, etc. You will start to see a change in your diet. You will probably go back to your vice that you've been trying to get rid of. Say if it's like smoking or drinking in excess and all this other stuff. Here's another thing with a narcissist. As long as everything is good for them, then everything is good. You understand? They don't care in a relationship about if things are good for you, the partner. They just care if everything is good for them. So as long as they're getting their way, as long as you are saying all the things they want to hear, then everybody is happy. But don't you dare start talking about, well, I'm not happy with this, or I'm not satisfied with that. Don't you start to critique them, because if you start to critique a narcissist, you will hear that you're a complainer. Mind you, you're just telling your partner how to love you. This is a relationship, right? And you're supposed to be learning each other's love language, right? Learning the ways to please your partner, learning to, and I'm not talking about sexual either. There's so much more to a relationship than sex. So you have to learn your partner, right? A narcissist is not interested in learning their partners. A narcissist wants their partner to learn them and to abide by that only. You understand? So again, not only will there never ever be any solution to any problems that you have in that relationship, because remember, the narcissist won't allow you to have any solution, because as soon as you start talking about one thing, the narcissist will be talking about 50. Don't expect to be showered with affection, because they are not affectionate. They are only affectionate when they need affection. So you will find that they'll come curl up on the couch with you, they'll come hug you, they'll snuggle up to you in bed if they feel like they want some sex, or if they feel like they need hugs and kisses. But if you start doing the same thing, then they're going to pull away from you, and they're going to find a million different things to do other than be intimate with you. That's how narcissists roll. Let me think. I'm trying to think of other things and ways that narcissists are, because it's real. It's very real. There are people out there who really don't care about other people. There are people out there who manipulate every situation to control every situation. That's a narcissist. If you're the type of person who you must win every argument, or better than that, if you're the type of person who every conversation ends in an argument instead of ending with a solution, or ends with animosity instead of ending with peace and love, then you might be a narcissist. I'm going to leave this one right here for you. What I want you to do, I'm asking you to write in the comment section the traits that you have seen in a narcissistic person. And remember, make sure that it is a narcissistic person, because people throw these names around often. And one thing that I've noticed, and one thing that I've seen, not something that I read about, I've seen that majority of the times when you hear someone saying he's a narcissist and she's a narcissist and he's narcissistic, and pointing other people out to be narcissistic, usually that person themselves is a narcissist, but they can't see it in themselves. Narcissists cannot look in the mirror and say, I'm a messed up person. A, B, and C are messed up traits about me that damages relationships with people that really care about me, and I need to change A, B, and C. A narcissist is incapable of doing that. So narcissists will go through relationship after relationship after relationship, and there'll be no or they'll stay alone. They'll stay alone because it's never them. It's never them. It's never I need to fix myself. It's always somebody else needs to be fixed. Understand? So leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me all the traits that you recognize in a narcissist. Have you ever been in a relationship with a narcissist? Or are you in a relationship with a narcissistic person right now? How is it working out? Shout out to everybody tuning in. You already know it's SoFlo TV. Leave your comments and I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.